Revive wasn't about the event. I felt like Revive was about us, and we had to go through it. And the reason I'm sitting next to a fire right now is because this is the analogy that I use throughout the entire process. It was about the refiner's fire. It was about dying to ourselves. And it was taking something that I grew up with, which was Midwest barbecue, and mixing it with something that also challenged me, which was French cuisine that I know nothing about, but it's something that I want to pursue. And I'm stupid enough that I'm willing to do it with new people that have never experienced before, but it was the team that made the difference. Brought like their hearts to it. They came and they served without question, and they brought joy to the moments and to the people. A week before we're about to go, I realized, oh my gosh, like I don't have any servers. And I'm about to do 5 courses for 60 people, and I'm going to do this all by myself. And I realized in that moment, I was trying to plan all these other things, but I wasn't planning the one thing that I was actually going there for, which was the food. And I had this confidence in me because I had 10 years of experience, and I did catering, but this was like a whole different ball game. And I realized I had to like pull on the people that mattered most to me. And I was planning on sending them off onto this trip to Seattle, which they planned. And I thought it was great because Reborn was going off and doing another trip, and then Parabolic was starting and doing something here. And that's, to me, is what growth looked like. But then I realized like I was in desperate need of every single person that was there. And I think it was the first moment that I realized like, man, I actually can't do this on my own. And that's kind of this bittersweet feeling of like dying to yourself, dying to pride. That I felt that that like nobody would want to do this just to do this, just to come and serve. Like, I want to do this. Like, I'm not gaining anything. I'm not even probably going to make any money from this event. But why would they want to take part in this? And I sat down in front of my team, specifically this group of girls, and I just kind of wept in front of them and just had to just be like, I need you. And I was believing all these lies in myself that they would only want to take part in this if it was a win-win for them. I had no money to give them, and they were already sacrificing, and they were already going on this other trip, and they were already going to do all this other stuff within Reborn. They were already doing so much. Like, why would they want to come down for one day to do this thing? And I think that's where I really experienced what Revive was. I think that was the purifying fire. That was the flame that came in me. Because though I had to get like burnt up, I had to die, there was something that rose up in me. And I got this like confidence that came back in me when I knew that I was actually surrounded by an army of people that didn't just love me, but they believed in me. And they believed in the vision that I had. And I believed that we could do anything together, and we didn't need tons of other people. I didn't need to go out and hire a bunch of random people. Like, even if they had no experience, it was just them being there and being involved that mattered. And so when we got to the day of the event, like the greatest feeling was just being able to experience it with everyone else. They may have never even have experience doing this before, but we were able to just play and just let it go, and to redefine what fine dining looked like, to let go of like how it's supposed to be, and to just like play, and to be able to just put love into every single plate. It was at the end of the event where we just had pizza together. We just sat and we just enjoyed each other's presence, and we had a family meal that it was like, wow, like, it's like, this is what it's all about. It's just the connection. It's not about the event. It wasn't about the work. It was about just being together as one. And that to me is what Revive is all about.